Hi everybody.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to the BW Esports stream. We're back on our
We
nonsense.
sure are. And ladies and gentlemen, it's game day.
It
And
is.
for this game day, it is going to be BW versus University of St. Francis, not St. Xavier University.
I was lied to. Someone told me that.
It's always the Saint schools that keep getting
Yeah,
mixed up.
yeah.
So, whatever the one that is on Twitch and YouTube, that's the team we're going against them, and it's named after a saint.
Yep.
So, I know that this team has a Pokemon trainer, because they were talking about going up against a Charizard. Um, yeah, other than that, I'm kind of going in blind with along with you people.
Yeah, same. I mean, the one thing that I do know is that from discussions earlier in this week, and although this is not a foregone conclusion, it's what I've consistently heard, is that this game should not be long.
Yeah,
So, I'm
expect
hoping
a grind.
I was gonna say, I'm hoping that's the case and that we weren't lied to again, and that this game will take forever. Because realistically, both are options.
Both are definitely options. Like it's always because it's the same thing of like 2 years ago, BW was playing against had a doubleheader and they were playing against Mount Union and then a school, I think it was either St. Francis or St. Xavier, same issue. Um, and like we just got done beating the team that was number one ranked in the Erie division, and we were like, yes, this could be our time for first place.
We got
And
this.
then we immediately lost to the next team, to like the St. Xavier. It was like,
Come on,
really?
guys. Yep.
So like there is a thing of overconfidence. Let's go random.
Let's go
Um,
random. As I
sorry,
say,
somebody chose random, and I just had to pop off.
yeah, lobby's getting set up over here. It looks like round one we're gonna be seeing the Goomba coming out here, coming out and playing. Which I think
This is
this
a
is
button
I
check.
was gonna say I think this is a button check, because I saw him loading in on the Joker, and I was gonna say, what?
What?
Like, I know he kinda has one in his deep
Deep
pocket.
pocket.
Um,
Yeah, you know how like where you check things in like your like your front and your back pockets.
yeah,
Like main number one's front pocket. Other characters kind of in the middle pocket.
yeah.
His Joker's like in the glove compartment. Like it's
I
still
was gonna say
good.
his Joker's like that inner pocket, but the weird inner pockets that are like up top, like right, like
Yeah.
here for
The
some
little
reason,
little whoop.
and you're like, why does this pocket exist? Why is this thing here?
Yeah,
And
but
that's where his Joker is. It's like
jokes aside, but Goomba's Joker,
it
he
kind of do
I
work
was going to
though.
say it's a difference of I mean it's a thing of it plays really well against me. I play Ike versus Joker. Um,
I mean, I know he has it as a counter. Have you talked to him about why he has the Joker?
counter for Snake.
It's not even just
No,
Snake.
I
It's a counter for one particular Snake. And I think that's the funniest thing ever. That he's
yeah.
like, all right,
You know,
just for this guy, Joker.
yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like we've got both players in the lobby. I think it's just a matter of we're trying to get characters set and stages set and everything, and then we should be getting into game number one for you all here.
Yeah, and at this point we know that BW is going to go Goomba,
Goomba, yeah.
but for University of St. Francis,
As we're trying to do some scouting right
yep,
now.
some really late scouting report. They have a Roy. I don't have a name, unfortunately. They have a hero. Um, and the round ended. Oh, Aegis, Roy,
Hero,
PT, hero.
PT. All right.
So yeah, that's not bad.
A funky little mix of characters. I don't
Also,
know.
CSU used a Meta Knight, but that's a later problem.
I think that's just CSU.
Yeah.
Every
Um,
once in a while, their players are like, it's like Dreamless having a brawler. It's like, what? You have a Fox and you have an Aegis. And then I was just like bracket watching a Buster out one time,
and
and
then he
I saw
pulled
him
out the
2-0 somebody
brawler.
with Brawler, and I was like, what?
Yeah, sounds about right.
But I mean, yeah, I was gonna say those guys have deep pockets. I was gonna say that's a glove
Yeah,
compartment
that's
character right there. That's why is this guy here? Who invited this guy to the party?
that's crazy. But
Yeah,
yeah, as they are picking stages right now, with all those characters, Roy, PT, um, Hero, and Aegis, I remember last time we really struggled against especially the Hero and Aegis, because well, those are DLC. But other than that, just those are two good characters.
yeah.
Um, Hero always has some people say Walmart, the other people say Amazon. I like to call it a slot machine, but that down B can literally give you anything that you need. If you want a buff, here's Psych Up and Oomph. If you want to move faster, here's Acceleraddle.
Zoom.
If you want to do 35 and cover half the screen, Kaboom!
Oh my God.
But
If you want to cause a team demonstrable inner turmoil, thwack at 40.
yeah, that I think that's exactly what happened last time we played this team, and
That might have been actually, now that I
yeah,
think about it,
and
this might have been the thwack at 40 team.
our morale was it was not the same.
Shot. I was gonna say, no need to sugarcoat it. It was shot.
Yeah,
That's the best way I could put it.
but we've recovered since then, obviously.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean that's the hope. You
yeah,
know, I'd hope that we weren't getting shot because one of our players lost one of their stocks at a move at 40. Cause like,
we've done
hey
that.
guys, welcome to the game.
Yep.
They do that sometimes.
And now,
Yeah,
this is going to be a matchup to start with
this is certainly one of the matchups of all time.
Aegis versus Link. Um, well, yeah, Goomba on Link, and we don't have a name for the Aegis, but when we find
He's
out,
certainly there.
yep,
I mean, the main thing with this is just kind of are the options that Link has, are those actually going to find value here? And also, how much DLC nonsense is this Aegis going to pull out?
yeah, something like that. No jump and the up B. That's a
Yeah.
early stock loss, and honestly, with Mithra, that's kind of come to expect. Like Aegis isn't going to hit you. I mean, Mithra isn't going to hit you with an F smash at like 40, and then you're like, oh, you're dead. But she can edge guard pretty well.
Yep.
Switch to the Pyra to avoid the strong hit, and then back to Mithra of up B. But yeah, um, Goomba kind of slowing it down, just being like, I am now decided you will no longer approach, so stay away.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit more of what makes the Link game plan so good here with the slightly more impressive specials with the side B and the neutral B and everything coming out here now, like actually finding some value. The main thing is I just want to see those consistently out on the field. That fair, I think, getting
Yep,
the
that
kill?
is fair.
Um, but I just want to see those options consistently out on the field because when he's not using them and when he's not whiffing attacks, um, he's getting a lot of value out of the Link kit. And even though this is an incredible tier mismatch, like he's able to find a lot of value off of both, which is one of the reasons why I think, tier lists are a wee bit stupid. But that's a discussion for another time.
Yeah, you know what? You said it's a discussion for another time, but that is going to be a down air for this time, and that is going to take the stock once again, and now Goomba down to his last stock versus this Aegis with two more left. But Goomba's doing really well. Good tech chase with the dash attack, up throw, trying to catch something. Misses, but that one hits, and that one's going to take the stock with bad DI.
I would say no, not even a kill spark, just a kill right there. And now it's really okay. It's a little bit less. Okay, now it's back to even. I'm just gonna stop trying to say stuff. This really can't go either way, and this really just comes down to who's reading the other player stronger, and that's exactly what Goomba seems to be doing. The bomb into F smash combo, the bomb didn't even connect. It was just putting the Aegis in a bad position, and two F smashes almost in a row,
Yep.
putting Goomba as the winner of this match.
And new. But yeah,
Yeah.
Goomba played that really well. He went from being down,
Yikers.
being down really early to like, you know what? I forgot. You
I'm a
don't.
win.
Yeah, nah. I have bomb. What are you gonna do about it? And once again, this is like the fruits of the labor of like over winter break. Goomba was like, you know,
Link is fun.
Yeah, I haven't seen people play Link, so
I'm gonna give him a shot. And next thing you know, he's doing that and getting second at online locals here. And like, he's putting
yeah,
work in.
yeah,
I don't
it's
think there's another way to say it. He
yeah,
be putting work in.
it's definitely been putting work. It's a honest man's Link right there,
It's an honest
which
man's Link.
that's a 9 to 5 workers Link right there. Like that, it's just simple, clean gameplay.
Yeah.
He usually doesn't go for anything extravagant, but unless you're an ace team on a random Thursday, he will go for bomb up B. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was just clean gameplay. And now for the rest, it looks like they are going to be sending out Pokemon Trainer to answer this link.
Yep.
And I feel like I got to ask this question all week for the other team. Who the heck has link experience?
I mean, yeah, I think especially around here, we don't really have any notable Link mains, but I think that's also just there aren't any notable Link mains, period.
Period.
There's
Yeah.
like Vins, because we were watching Genesis pools yesterday.
There's also what's his face? Kion from Japan.
Yeah,
But
but
once
like,
again, Japan plays the game differently.
yeah, but also like, that's it. That's all I can think of. And also, Vins is from France, so it's not even like you're getting NA meta. You're getting EU meta, which is a Wario runs everything over there. I don't know why. He just kind of does.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Glutoni's my second goat.
I mean, yeah, I know. But like,
You're like I've heard it
it
before.
is
I
one of
know.
those things where it's like this is a weird character. This is kind of a matchup check. Because like when you look across the cast, at least of BW, we've gotten significantly less. Hey, here's a lot of weird matchup checks. Because I
Yeah.
mean, like Game and Watch isn't really a matchup check. Game and Watch is a do you know how to deal with an annoying little kid who's just pressing every button ever.
Game and
Um,
Watch. Yeah.
yeah. So like that's not really a matchup check anymore, but still we've got a Sora, a Falco, a Sonic Link combo main, and a Sephiroth Greninja combo main. Like,
And then obviously the Super Mario check.
yeah,
That's a check in and of
that's
itself.
a check and a half right there. But as we get into this next game, obviously Goomba down most of his stocks. Are there two people in this league named Redstone? Am I insane?
Yep.
Okay.
There is a.
Oh. So we're gonna have to restart this game because Goomba's a little bit of an idiot sometimes.
He got too excited. Um, he said, "Oh no, there's a Squirtle." And-
Ah!
but yeah. So there are two Redstones. There is Redstone, the University of St. Francis player, and there's also Redstone, the
Tiffin.
Tiffin commentator.
I was gonna say because I was like that name happens too often.
2 times too
Two
often.
times. Two times too many. It's like what I was talking about with the Soras that we've seen on mainstream
Yeah.
yesterday.
Two
Too many.
times.
Too many. We saw two of them. And there was probably more, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, so I feel like Eloquence is someone who will speak way too much about this, but like Sora is a character that like is really good and would be better if he just had more representation.
He's a little goofy goober, and that's, I think, the way that he should stay. Getting into this match, though, I mean,
Oh, goodbye.
whoa. I thought he was dead. I'm gonna be so honest with you. For a second, I was like, isn't Squirtle's recovery, like, alright? Isn't he just gonna, like, jump off the stage?
Yeah. And right now, a lot of specials. Finally using down throw to up air, misses the rest of it, but gets the up B anyways. Usually that's the combo finisher, but now it's a get off me tool.
I mean, hey, listen, there are some weird out of shield options in this game. We talked about Cloud up smash yesterday.
Sure did.
But, like, I mean, what we're seeing here is we're seeing a lot of pretty consistent gameplay coming out of both players here. The back throw from the Venusaur, I thought that was going to be enough.
And that down air almost killed as well.
I was going to say, that was a very ambitious dare right there. That bomb,
Yep.
spelling Goomba's defeat. I don't have any better way to say it.
That
other than,
bomb, spelling bomb, blew him up.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened. And now,
Now it's even.
I mean, it is even. Who would you even think about sending in here? It's a PT. Um, what options from the team do you think are really going to be best? Let's like take
Um,
out the who's firing hot.
okay, so straight up matchups. What do any of the Pokemon do against Game and Watch touching their shield? Except
Uh,
for Charizard that has a frame 6 up smash out of shield. But other than
then
that,
I think just be Charizard.
which then that's the issue because now you're a heavy against Game and Watch.
That is
Oops, you
very
get
real,
grabbed.
actually. That is
Oops,
very
you're stuck
real.
at disadvantage.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, like, that's fair. I feel like, I don't know, pretty much all of our options I feel like are pretty good. And from the join up, it looks like it's gonna be the Bumps Falco,
Yep.
which I mean, most of these characters are combo food. I think the only one that really isn't is Squirtle, but that's just because he's small.
Yeah, the thing is that they all have a frame 1 escape option with the down B to switch to the other Pokemon.
Yeah.
But if you're like a Squirtle stuck in a combo and then you down B into an Ivysaur, oh
Uh-oh,
no, you
you're
just turned
stuck in the
into
combo.
yeah, oh no, you just turned into a bigger body.
Oh no. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say, I think like all of the options that we really had on there seemed like very good answers
Hmm.
for this Pokemon trainer.
Yeah,
There isn't much of a like I don't know, real threat, I'd say. It's not like a it's not like a Game and Watch where it's like you really need to think about who you're gonna throw out. It's like it's a Pokemon trainer. They kind of have exploitable weaknesses.
yeah, and just kind of just on the other side actually, like PT is a very like solid character all around. I think like the biggest thing is if you could outspeed all of them, they're kind of just like stuck.
Fine.
Or
Yeah.
you could also outcamp them really bad or really hard, which I hope the play for bumps means that like no, this isn't going to get the highest viewership in the world, but like hey, you gotta do what you gotta do,
I mean, yeah.
and yeah, just especially with like if you're a Squirtle, your best option of side B, I mean your best option of laser is probably side B because you don't take damage. Um, or like just walk up and shield like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, if not, you're just kind of stuck. Charizard, same thing, unless you want to try to super armor with Flare Blitz for a single laser.
Yeah.
Um, Ivysaur can kind of try to counter camp, but
Not
Falco
really.
then has a reflector, and it's like, oops, well, never mind.
Whoa. You know, I was gonna say it's like kind of just Falco has a lot of good answers, and I think the main thing for it just comes down to are the answers going to be enough, I guess.
Yeah.
It's more are the answers actually going to be answers or are they just going to be hey, here's something.
Hey, here's a Falco that up tilts and kills you at 70 if you DI wrong.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I mean, that's not even just a Falco that up tilts. That's just
A
Falco.
Falco.
Yeah. It's not even like that's a special
Oh,
thing.
it's a Falco that up tilts. Oh
Oh
yeah,
no.
it's an Ike that uses ether.
Oh
Oh,
no. It's a I was going to make a joke about Wolf, but I can't think of
it's a
anything funny.
Sora that nares. Oh.
What? It's a Sora that does the three-peats.
Yeah, but right now this it is very early, but Redstone is doing pretty well just keeping bumps in the corner, and then he got
There's the
hit.
up tilt.
Up, and there's the Squirtle up tilt actually. Only taking 19 for it, so not the worst thing in the world, obviously.
Yeah.
Great surf once again, but side B into that frame 1 option, but up, you switch to a bigger body. Guess what? The game's even. And just barely missing that,
Oh.
almost dying for it.
Oh.
And up tilt, down air, not getting the spike though. And that up B takes the
Man,
stock.
I was gonna say that
That move hurts.
Vine Whip. Yikes. And now you're an even bigger body against a Falco.
Yeah, but the thing is, Charizard right now can, well,
Do that.
I never thought of that,
apparently.
my bad. But also, what's it called? Back throw, back air. Sadly, with Rage, might kill, like, right now. So Charizard does have a lot of cheese. He just needs to, well, either get out this corner or put bumps in the corner, which doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Say it does not look like it's an option that is going to come to fruition right now.
And this
That
should be the stock. Misses the down air, and now stuck in the corner.
Yeah,
Well,
that,
Not for long.
Not very long. Yeah, that punish could have been perfect, but unfortunately, it looks like it gets not even necessarily reversed, but it's definitely getting more value than Bumps wants. Able to equalize stocks here.
Yeah,
Throwing that Venusaur out now. It looks like we're getting some old school Leffen gameplay, just sticking on the Venusaur, seeing what happens. But fortunately for BW, it's not looking like it's getting the most value. It's looking like Bumps is still able to stay out here, get some play out.
yeah, right now this Ivysaur is playing like a Venusaur. But other than that, 68% to, well, not anymore, but now you're an even bigger body. And how are you going to get down against Falco? I guess I forgot that Charizard up B has rage. I mean, not rage, armor. So he could just kind of use it as like
Get
ether.
off me tool.
Yeah, but that is going to call out the get up attack. Misses the laser. The Flare Blitz just goes over the head.
Yeah, puts him out of the corner, but unfortunately right back into it as Bumps is just sticking on him. That up smash just barely missing. Down smash.
Almost breaking the shield, but that up air breaking the stock.
Yeah. And now Bumps back in what could be a very good element here. Doesn't want to play close enough to give him the Vine Whip option. That up smash, I think,
That was
just kind of ripped. Not really connecting on anything, and it allows Bumps to get back in there and get a lot of pressure.
What is going on? Okay,
Yeah,
everyone's
Bumps,
alive.
Listen, Bumps is just going for the offstage interactions, and the up smash is enough to kill. So I mean, like, hey, good for him, man. Good job on playing the Falco gameplay exactly the way that you should, which is just get off stage, throw a ton of moves, and see what happens. Because I mean, hey, we saw it last week with Shawnee State. What's that last week? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks.
I don't remember.
It was 2 weeks, yeah.
It was 2 weeks ago. We saw it with the Toon Link. We're seeing it today with the PT. He's getting silly with it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes that's what we need.
I think it's so funny because like one of the biggest characters with momentum that could like take it all the way, I think is Falco. Because like we have seen, like you said, against Shawnee, not even against the Toon Link, but
Just in
after
general.
that, yeah, after I mean going against Barbecue Sauce and I forgot the Mario's name,
Yeah.
but it was just like, oh no, I'm on last stock. It would be a real shame if I just carried this momentum and won us the game. Um, but yeah,
It'd
that
be a
and then
real shame if my last stock situation ended up spelling the end of this opposing team. Whoops.
yeah, and then just the same thing of that of Redstone was holding his own. It was kind of even.
Mhm.
And then like two stocks to two. Bumps and Redstone were both at high percent. And then Bumps took the stock and he's like, you gave Falco rage.
It's time to turn up.
Yeah, like he took that stock at 153, so now he's gonna have two fresh stocks instead of one potentially.
Yeah. And I mean, like, early in the game, it kind of looked like Redstone had his number. The
Yeah,
Falco was just kind of getting put into combos, just kind of getting thrown into nonsense. And then we saw that, I don't even know if it was necessarily early, but just the kind of call out Vine Whip
yeah,
for the first kill. Like, I was a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. But
yeah,
then he like Bumps cleaned up his gameplay and got 3 in a row, I guess.
yeah. He kind of locked in. He started doing the gamer lean probably,
Yeah,
and
he
then
probably did get a little bit closer to the screen.
yeah. But
And
right now it looks like they are sending in Ghost as Cloud. Um, I wonder if Bumps has ever experienced the matchup Cloud versus Falco.
man, I really wonder. I especially wonder if he's gotten that experience against someone who, I don't know, maybe had a summer where they went over across
No.
state lines and played Cloud. Man, that would just be a really good situation to have that type of experience.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyways, it's
Anyways,
Falco Cloud.
yeah,
I can see this going either way realistically.
yeah,
Obviously, like Bumps has the experience fighting Cloud, period. So I have very little fear that things are going to get out of hand for him. I think especially it really just depends on the skill level of this Cloud and what they're really going for. Because if it's just like a very basic, very simple Cloud, Bumps just kind of runs
he's
over him.
fought those before.
He's fought those before. You know, if it's a Cloud that really just kind of like their
Clouds.
game plan kind of sucks, they only really know how to play like super basic stuff. I don't know. Up smash out of shield is their only option.
Listen, it
Like,
worked.
but no. As we get into this match here, I mean, yeah, we're seeing that the Falco game plan come out here, and wowzers, it's a cutscene combo. Cloud's at 50. Oh, and he might be getting a little bit higher.
Yep, it's just up. We're playing Smash, and then there's a cutscene of Advent Children.
Yeah, pretty much. Cloud with this limit here,
Not
gonna
anymore.
instantly burn it, and instantly from the limited cross slash into the Glim Hazard that does absolutely nothing. Bump's able to take the first stock and still on 24% here.
I think it's it's limit break, but I think it's so much funnier of like how quickly he used it, calling it limited. Of just like,
Yeah.
yeah, the very limited cross slash, the one that didn't do anything.
Yep. Ooh, Bumps there trying to get the offstage dare. Not quite connecting, but gets another. Cloud with another limit here. Are we going to see it? We're going to see it. It's another
Yep.
cross slash that does nothing. Into the up B, though.
Again.
Is able to get a little bit of damage.
Yeah, that move can cross up shield. I will give him that.
Yeah, you just gotta hit those. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have anything else to say. You just gotta
Yeah.
hit those.
He's hitting these up Bs.
He certainly is, and there it is. There's the up smash.
But finally, a back air out of this Cloud. At least in my mindset of how I play this matchup, Cloud taking the stock. You really just gotta accept that you're going to take a lot of damage just against Falco in general, and then with that damage that you take, it's okay. You gave me limit, and now I'm faster, and now I have these special buttons that could do just as much damage as your cutscene, especially if I string it into back air.
Yeah, but the main thing with that is we got to see that limit actually coming out, and Ghost getting that limit just sort of burnt out, not really giving him much of anything. And now that he's back on stage for what could be his final stock here,
There's no jump.
It's the Falco.
Yep.
That in fact is Falco. That actually
That
is Falco. And he's doing the Falco thing, the blade beam going the wrong way, but it is gonna get reflected here. Falco now up close and personal, trying to find something. That up smash not quite enough, and the up smash response also is not quite enough. But Cloud at this incredibly high percent. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that down tilt was killing.
Yeah, but this up air 3-2, no. I just love the little bit of the holding him for a second.
The weight on
yeah.
it.
That should kill,
Yeah.
and it does.
And the Falco fair, give him a kiss, mwah, and he's dead now.
I'm gonna ignore that you just said that.
I think I saw that. I forget what event I was watching, but I was watching the Coney stream for it, and he was like, and Falco just needs a fair, give him a kiss, mwah, and then he died. And I think about that now that we have a Falco that actually is on the team.
I'm not even going to say fair.
But it is fair.
No,
That's
it
the
is
move he
fair.
used.
No.
That's the move he used.
But anyways,
yeah,
what is that? 4 stocks? No, 6 stocks taken.
I
Bumps
think.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now what could be what is going to be USF's final character. We haven't seen the Roy come out, but I don't even know if the Roy and the Cloud were the same person.
That's what I was thinking.
You know?
Because
Which,
that is a very common dual main.
yeah, which means they got a hero.
Yeah.
Or they have the Roy.
It's Hero.
It's the Hero.
This is their captain.
Alrighty.
So,
We've got one important job for the people in there. I know they can't hear the stream. Maybe they can see me talking and they can read my lips. Don't get thwacked at 40 and then lose your mental. It's not that hard.
okay, so unironically, just going into, I guess, stats or seriousness, Bumps does not like this matchup.
Oh yeah.
Like we were talking about it, and then he was like, "Do you have a hero?" I'm like, I have a glove compartment
I was gonna
hero."
say I got one out back.
Yeah, like, do you want to face it? He's like, "Yeah, sure." And like, I usually like, it's really hard to take a game off of Bumps usually for me.
Yeah.
I won like the first 3, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, what's going on? And like, there was a cheese involved, but it's going to come down to how how fast and how efficient this hero uses bounce. Um, and how fast he is able to get his menu in the right situations, because bounce not only negates the laser for like camping potential, but it also negates Falco's throws, because all except forward throw and down throw, well, all except forward throw, a laser is used. Down throw, there's enough invincibility for Falco to still use it.
Yeah.
But that just shuts down like a lot of combo potential. No up throw, no back throws specifically.
So a lot of his starts are going to have to come from
Like
non
up till
non throws.
yeah. And then like if you're not worried about throws, what are you going to do when he shields? So yeah, it's a checkmate scenario. I know he's been working on it. Yes, we are finding out that Hero Shield does work like Link's.
What
Did
hero
that poke
shield
the shield?
blocks? Yeah, I think it did.
Just did a little Valorant on that one. Just poked the head.
Yeah. You see, you got a little bit peeking out there. Oh, time to
He's peeking.
get the
150.
tap. But I mean, what we're seeing here is it's an incredibly slowed down game plan. And the main thing that I think Bumps needs to do is I think he needs to play close enough to kind of stuff out a lot of those options from menu. Because we see that being a lot of Hero's game plan, and when you just let him kind of run rampant with it, when you aren't really doing anything to stop it, what ends up happening is he's able to get his good options.
He got a spell, and then now he's at 113.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Hello.
popping the up air there, or popping the up B, the recovery.
Yeah,
Could have been
I'm
punished.
very sure that was a misinput, but it's okay because we take those. Down tilt doesn't take the stock. Another side B coming out. This hero actually just like playing into Bumps' game plan. This can 2-frame. Yep, it does, and that is going to take the stock.
Yeah, he was at high enough percent that I don't think he was gonna be able to mash out of that.
Yeah, and that was really solid by the hero. He was like, okay, you want to camp, and you don't want me to get my spells? Okay, I'll just let me know when it's time to play.
Yeah, I'll sit in the corner.
Yep.
I'm
I'm hip.
I'm fine with this. I'll stay here.
He's just a chill guy. He's just-
Shut up. He's just a chill guy. No.
he really has no chill.
But yeah. But looking towards who we're gonna throw in next. I mean, what? Over in that room, I saw Eloquence. I saw Yare Yare.
And then
Lucky
yep,
Lewis is over there. I think I didn't see Super
I didn't
Mario.
see Super Mario.
He might be getting here late. It happens. But like,
How dare you?
oh no. But I mean, hey, you've got a Game and Watch, you've got a Sephiroth Greninja, and a Sora Bowser Jr. Take
I
your pick. I don't know.
The way that Viridian plays, that's the hero's name. Um, I think this would be a Sephiroth. Um, because he really likes the side B, and yes, he could just kind of delete you at 60. That was going to happen with any character anyways. But I don't know how much Yari Yari has played against a hero.
I mean, yeah.
And like with most sorties, like Yari Yari does well in general, period. But against sorties, he does a little bit less well.
Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of Game and Watch, though. He's like good against kind of everything, but as soon as you get a character that consistently outspaces him, he just has that slight drop off. But I mean, even at the same time, he does well normally.
Yeah, and the thing about heroes that you could bucket all of his spells, but or not all of them, but almost all of his spells. But once you fill up the bucket, heroes like, okay, you're not shooting it. All right, you're gonna know how Kaboom feels because you haven't been able to. So
I mean, yeah, but also at the same time, now you have to worry about the PNG walking around with a nuclear bomb in his
yeah,
pocket,
that is true.
you know? So it's like it has its positives and its
The
negatives.
the
It has its
JPEG
drawbacks.
even.
The JPEG. Oh no. Um, but yeah, I was gonna say with the Game and Watch coming out, I expect just to see like kind of the Game and Watch gameplay that we expect, which is just kind of hey, stuff him out,
Yeah.
just kind of get up in his face and stay there.
I also want to see his use of I almost said gyro, chef. especially on ledge, of just, you're going to recover. I'm going to force you to use mana to use Zoom. If you're not going to use Zoom, then you're going to take the entire kitchen.
Yep, you're gonna take the whole deli aisle, and then most likely, a handful of hammers afterwards, because he
Yep.
really likes that down smash at ledge.
Yeah, and as much as he doesn't connect with it offline, as much as he doesn't connect with it online, he connects with it so often offline.
That it's like, go for it online. As soon as you get consistent with it both ways, you will be a dual. You become a threat.
Yeah,
You become a true dual threat.
yeah, and now, yeah, that we are sending in Yari Yari, going up against Viridian. I do think this should be fine.
Yeah,
Like, obviously, it wasn't the pick that I wanted, but I'm not going to be throwing up my hands in the air and being like, oh my gosh, BW through.
we're throwing the game. Come on, guys. What do we do? Like I was gonna say, it's just it's a choice. Sure, stock differential matters, but at the same time, giving your players more of playing opportunity, doing this crazy thing called allowing your players to play the game. Who could have seen it coming? Is not like a bad idea, 100%.
Yeah,
You're actually like giving opportunity to your entire cast to truly get experience in game.
yeah. And it looks like there's a bit of miscommunication right now, but that's okay. They're figuring it out. Um, and
As
yeah,
I say, they got it eventually. May have taken us a wee bit of time, but we got
a
it.
bit longer than needed or expected,
Mhm.
but here we are.
But now we're going in. It's a straight 3v3, so it's just 3, 2, 1. Let's get this game rolling, boys.
Yep, this is a regular 1v1.
Yep. And I mean, we're seeing Yari Yari being a little bit slow on the approach right now. Viridian able to get a little bit, but there's a bear, and it's Game and Watch, and he's gonna try to play his game plan the same way that he does normally.
Yeah, and I'm really curious on what this hero is going to do to try to adapt to that, because it's like, okay, Bumps took the approach of good parry, by the way.
Yeah, we saw. I was gonna say we talked about that in the pregame, and that's exactly what I expected. I saw that chef coming out. He got to ledge, and I was like, "Ooh, here comes the move.
Do the thing!
Do the thing."
The thing!
Oh, and
But
the
misses
roll
the sweet
read.
spot. Going for it again, not getting it, but the up B immediately punishes after he got hit. I love frame data. Another up B just like that in 115 already on the hero. And this is the thing, heroes struggling to get down against all sorties. Game and Watch is good of, oh, you're above me. This is your choice. And
Yep.
now you have to get back down.
Almost with the read on the up air there. Not quite in the right position, and it could have been massive. But that fair able to move the hero very far back, and he had a zoom that he elected not to use.
Yeah, it might have been just a bit of a panic of like, I don't know if it's going to be on this menu, and then he saw it. And he was like, I'll LP anyways.
Yeah, as I say, either way, puts him in a little bit of a weird state for mana. And now that bounce coming out is going to kind of negate a fair amount of Game & Watch's options. Because, I mean, literally,
It negates fair.
I was going to say, the fair is going to not be useful. The chef isn't going to really provide much. But able to get the zoom off. Oh,
Ooh,
almost,
so close.
almost there. Almost able to connect. But that fair is going to kill.
Yep, it sure is.
Putting
Bottom-
Yari Yari up a stock and only at 60%.
Hello? But yeah, now stuck in the corner once again. Is able to get out, and he was like, you know what? We're just gonna reset. I don't want to do this anymore. Barely avoiding that forward air. That psycho forward air definitely would have killed. And now Hero's faster, which is not something you want, and that is going to take the stock just like that, evening it up.
Yeah, Accelerado with the psych up is not a fun combination to deal with. I have to imagine. I think especially if you're limited in that range.
Ooh, what a call out, by the way.
I'd say the back and forth here is actually very good. Yari Yari being able to play this very patiently with a couple of these moves just not quite connecting. Going for these run-up moves, I can tell he wants to get something, but whether it's just not inputting right or what, he's just not quite getting them. Letting the hero get these jabs in. But able to get him back off stage, able to put him into that unfun position. Down smash not quite connecting, and he's giving Hero a little bit of an opening, and that
Yep, that's
magic
going to
burst
take it. And
take
now,
just enough.
yeah, this is a really fun game. I don't know why. Like to me, I'm really digging this matchup right now.
Yeah, watching this is very fun because we're seeing a lot of Yar doing exactly what he does best, which is play Game and Watch and get silly with it.
Yeah, and right now, no mana on the hero, so if there's a time for you to take this stock from the hero, it has to be now. There might be enough for an up B, but the back air is going to take it. And essentially 0-0 right now, just ignore the 1.2.
Well, okay, now
Now it is. And now down throw, nair. Sometimes I just want to see Yari get silly with it and go for the down throw.
Down throw judge.
Yep. And obviously it didn't happen, but we're here anyways. We go with honest gameplay.
Yeah.
That was not honest.
That was double acceleratl into double acceleratl fair.
Yep.
So that's what we like to call a little bit of nonsense on screen.
Yep. And now the psych up is gone.
Insta, yeah.
Yep.
Wasted on that shield poke.
And now will he get the timing right? No. This hero has been pretty consistent with the timings of Crackle Slash and Flame Slash. Yes, it only happened once, but once is a consistency.
I was gonna say that is still 100%, and I mean now he's still batting 500 on that. So I mean he's not like inconsistent.
Yeah, and now another bounce, which is going to negate those fares as well. And is Game & Watch going to make it?
Whoa.
Yes, he is.
Barely able to connect with that ledge. That snap coming through at the perfect time. Bounce able to keep him safe for long enough, and unfortunately, Magic Burst is lasting just longer than the intangibility on that.
Yeah, sometimes, like, when Hero gets, I feel like, above 50 mana and gets Magic Burst and you're on the ledge, it's kind of a checkmate
I was
scenario.
gonna say, it's kind of GG's.
Yeah. Which, he did good.
Yeah?
And he took 2 stocks, and you saw how Viridian played against Bumps. So now it's going to be either Lucky Lewis or Eloquence. If I were to take a gamble, I would say it's Eloquence coming out.
You know, crazy concept. But, I mean, I still think it realistically could be either. It is still one stock. And
Yeah.
especially if the Sephiroth is feeling it today. He's feeling it today, you know?
Or I was thinking even the Greninja, because the Greninja can do like a Joker-esque game plan of like
Drag down, drag down, drag down.
yeah, not even that, but of just like I'm going to whiff punish you, and you think you're going to pull out a spell, and then Water Shuriken, and then I just run away.
It's like, hey, you're pondering over there. Here's a little bit of spit that I turned into a little throwing knife.
Here,
Have fun with that.
Here, I watched some Naruto. Water.
I was watching your Squirtle earlier. I took some notes. But it's looking like it is gonna be Eloquence out on the Sora here.
Uh-oh, he's pondering.
Uh-oh.
Okay, he did put in Eloquence as Sora, so
Yep. He's going out on the Sora. Not super surprised to see him bringing up the rear.
Yep.
I mean, it is kind of just the bog standard.
yeah, this is I feel like BW has like a relatively set lineup at first, and then after the set lineup, if it wins or loses, then we adjust.
Yep. I was gonna say, we've got the status quo, and the status quo is Eloquence in the rear.
Yep, the status quo is Eloquence is last.
Yep. Which I mean, not for bad reason. It's fair. I think it is a good setup. It
Yeah.
works. It does value. There's a reason that we've won 3 games.
There's a reason we've only lost 1.
Yeah, that's better. That's way better. There's a reason we've only lost 1, and that was also because we went against Bethel.
Yeah.
So
We
yeah,
will see you in playoffs.
we will.
And by we probably them, because I don't know if I'm going or not.
I might be there to yap. I don't know for sure though.
If I'm there, I am yapping.
Yeah, we'll be there
But anyways,
talking.
Bethel aside, for this last thing, it would just be for Eloquence to just not get overconfident.
Yep.
like yes, it's only one stock, but have you seen what hero stocks can do? Like hero stocks are a slot machine. It could be worth as much as 9 or 1.
Yep, it really is a toss up as to how much value he is able to get. And the main thing just comes down to how is that game plan? What are we looking at?
Yep. What strategy did you cook up this time?
What buffoonery are we about to see? What shenanigans is about to grace our screen?
Yep. And they banned FD, Callus, and Hollow. So with those bans, well, two of those bans, it's like getting rid of non-platform stages, and then I guess Viridian just really doesn't like Hollow.
I
Um,
guess.
Town is Hero's best stage, so you don't want to take him there. But it's really interesting banning a stage like Kalos because Kalos and Town kind of yes, but kind of don't do the same job. It's just really long platforms on the way long side.
I was gonna say they kind of serve the same purpose.
Yeah.
It's not 100% the same, but they get the same idea running both ways.
Mm. And now yeah. Hopefully this hero pulls up Kamikaze.
Yep,
That was a crazy B reverse, by the way.
that was a wow. That was looking like the B reverse I pulled yesterday when we were playing.
Yeah.
Me when I gun boost on Wolf.
Me when I wave bounce with Wolf neutral B.
Yep. Oh, and we started the game, and it's Sora doing Sora things. He's at 34% because he got 2 nairs and an tilt, I think.
Yep.
Um,
And now off stage, tried calling it out with Zoom, but
yeah.
I mean with Thundaga, but Zoom just being able to fly past it. Now he has Oomph. Eloquence has to be just a bit more careful.
He has to think slightly more about his game plan.
Yep, it's at least for like the next couple hits.
Yep.
And now not just decided to not get hit at all. That down smash,
He's gonna kill.
wow,
Yep.
that did it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that is going to be a BW 3-0.
For game number 1.
Yep, I was going to say 3-0 lead, but it's over.
Yeah. I mean, it is a 3-0 lead,
Yeah, a
but
3-0 win on
yes,
game number 1.
from game number 1. Yeah. I mean, any real things to note from that game going into the second, or is it kind of just keep the game plan rolling?
Um, if it happens again, make sure you don't allow the hero to hit buttons, but even more.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say it's like that, and uh, don't give the PT. I mean, not even don't give the PT as much respect as you were giving him. Just like I don't know, try to deal with him faster.
Yeah,
But like even then, still we won by an entire player, so
yeah,
I don't know much to say.
and just like I think with bumps, you learned a lot. You learned that Charizard could up B out of shield through Falco Fair,
Yeah.
which that's new. Um, and it looks like they are going to take a 5-minute break, but before we do that, we could probably yap for a little bit. But yeah, other than that, just Yari Yari, he can win that. He can win against Viridian. He just needs to play much more smooth. Like it just felt like his game plan in like the first stock and his game plan at the last stock were two completely different ones,
Yeah.
and one of them worked. The first stock worked significantly better than the last, so it's just got to be what happened between. What was the mental that changed?
I think even then, it's just like understanding what well, it's like what you said. It's understanding what worked and what didn't, which I think he's just going to do naturally. Like that
Yep,
he's a player who just kind of takes in all the information and really analyzes how he's played his game and what's worked and what hasn't. So would not be surprised if he ends up getting thrown against that hero if we end up seeing all 3 of those stocks getting taken from Yari Yari.
yep.
Mhm.
But yeah,
So with that being said, and with the 5-minute break still online, we're also going to take a little bit of a break. We will see you on the other side. Hey everybody, we're back.
We are so back.
Yeah, match number two or round number two on the cards here for this clash between BW and the University of St. Francis, and we are jumping like straight into it, and it's gonna be the same
The
start
exact
as last
same.
time. Let's
Woo!
go, baby!
So this
Aegis Link.
so this could go really well as it did the first time, or it could go really bad because Aegis Link is a bad matchup for Link, and maybe Arcane figured out something between the last game and this one to actually capitalize on that.
Yeah, and I think what he might have figured out is honestly just like, well, it doesn't look like it right
I'm like,
now.
now he's doing worse. Never
I
mind.
was gonna say it doesn't look like he's figured much out. But what I was
It was
gonna say
actually
is it
Goomba the
might
one
just
that
be
figured something
using
out.
more, like using a little bit more specials and just trying to kind of overwhelm, because, or even just like trying to use your other character, because we saw a lot of the Pyro. I didn't remember seeing a lot of the Mithra.
It was actually the opposite. It was a lot of Mithra,
Never.
not a lot of Pyro.
I have them flipped around in my head. The fire one, we didn't see a lot of her. We
Yeah.
did see a lot of this one. And it might just honestly be that. Because, like, the speed is good and all, but, like, if the speed is not giving you enough,
Then just hit harder.
yeah, just kind of go for worse Ike. Like,
I agree.
that might just be the game plan sometimes.
And now that is going to take the first stock really more efficiently than last time. I was worried about the other side because this matchup should go the other way, but Goomba really looks like he just figured something out. He's like, okay, what if I just didn't let you breathe at all?
I don't even know how much of it is he figured something out, or more if it is just he got more comfortable in his game plan. Because, like,
Also
all
fair.
of this is stuff that he was trying to go for last game. I think it's just he was able to get kind of that first game jitters out, and now he's just kind of cruising.
Yep, and that Phantom Footstool saved him from a down air, even though the down air was above him.
Yeah,
And
I
now,
mean, that's
yeah, big hit boxes.
$5.99 character.
And now bomb into forward throw. If he's able to space it right, that would have been a stock, but that's okay. Down tilt up air does not connect.
Yeah, and he's able to reverse it now, so he's able to throw some more out onto that stage, getting to put more pressure out onto the side of onto Arcane. Not able to connect any killing blows quite yet, and that.
Woo! That's one of the most killing blows. Still able to survive it though, but this one is not going
Yeah,
to.
it's just gonna be enough. So now, coming back in here, we see the Mithra coming back out onto the stage. But at 124, I don't know if I really like this. Well, okay, it's getting a lot of value, so maybe I like it if it was on my team. Um, but, as I say, Goomba now just kind of trying to find his groove back in. His first stock, like his first stock and a half were really good. But now it just kind of looks like he's getting almost walled out by this Mithra combo. So.
Yeah, and then he switched to the bad one and died.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty much how that goes.
Which now Arcane on his last stock in that read there. Ooh.
Yeah, almost
Jeez.
ending it with that one to tie it up. But right now, Arcane needs to, or actually Goomba knows what Arcane is looking for because I just remembered. Goomba used to play this character like
Yeah.
very frequently.
He's put a decent amount of time into this Pythra here, and like, well, not this Pythra, but he's put a decent amount of time into Pythra as a character, so he kind of knows that game plan, and he kind of knows what they look for. Also, just by nature of being a person who consumes competitive Smash,
You
and
see
also,
a lot of this character.
I was gonna say, and also being like close friends with Dreamless, you kind of know this character.
Yeah.
Which, coming into this last stock, it could prove to be the pivotal, like,
The difference maker even.
yeah.
And now Willis couldn't.
I was gonna say he was not close enough with that up B. That was gonna be that stock.
Yeah.
And it's Goomba. It's another one stock victory, but I think that one was a lot more confident of a one stock victory compared to what we saw last time. That one, for the first, especially stock, Goomba literally just looked like he was running people over.
Yeah, that was significantly more clean by Goomba, which is really good adjustment from, well, obviously from him.
Hmm.
but now it's going to be, are we running it back? Is it the exact same game plan as last time?
I would not be surprised. I think especially because he's on that one stock, I would not be very shocked if USF here decides just to go with that same, hey, let's throw the PT in, let's just kind of run with that flow. I would also not be surprised by a swap up just to try to see if you could get something else out instead. See if you could mess with the order, maybe get another one of their players to play instead,
Hmm.
especially if maybe you feel more confident on like fighting one of their other characters compared to the character lineup that you've already seen. But I guess it really is just a toss up. But it's looking like it's going to be the exact same lineup as before. It's going to be Redstone here on the PT. I mean, obviously last game Goomba kind of just got ran over because he had one stock.
Yeah, but this time
I was going to
he'll get less
say,
ran over, hopefully.
well, I was going to say, is there anything big that you remember from that game that you would want to see kind of changed up? Because I mean,
Um,
it was kind of just he got stuffed out by the Squirtle, and
yeah,
then I don't know, got hit by I think like one Ivysaur thing.
yeah, it was Ivysaur up air after the
Yeah.
bomb hit him. Um, so obviously don't blow yourself up into an Ivysaur up air.
Well, yeah.
Um, but other than that, I don't know. Link's out of the three, Squirtle is significantly Link's worst matchup. Um, because it's a small combo character that can avoid your sword and avoid your projectiles because it could
Yeah.
just kind of crouch.
Hmm.
Um, but it is light. Squirtle is light, and if this Squirtle is going to start pressuring the shields, especially with side B's safe enough to just like not be punishable. But if you're able to like call it out with boomerang or call it out with arrow, that could start building some momentum, start making the PT make some mistakes, and honestly hope for the Charizard switch because then it's a big body. Yes, it's going to survive, but it's going to get hit significantly more. Um, yeah, and then there's a lot more potential for like bombos, for down tilt into forward air. Um, yeah, just a lot more combo potential and a lot more killing combo potential.
Yep. And it's looking like we're going to be going over to small battlefield for this matchup. I think a lot of this is exactly what you were talking about, coming down to how oppressive does that Squirtle end up becoming? And
Ah, thank you. Good reaction by Redstone.
good reaction. Great gameplay.
And now
Now
actually
we're
getting it
actually going to
started.
get into this. And oh, I mean, what we're seeing is
We're
Goomba.
swinging.
I mean, very early getting put into a little bit of the Squirtle Twister, but he's able to get a little bit of response fast. He's able to throw out some more of his moves. Obviously, that pace is going to be potentially a little bit of a problem here, but pretty even percents here and forcing out the swap onto the Ivysaur. Um, oh, that Vine went though.
That combos.
Apparently, that F smash. But now,
Yep.
oh, I was gonna say that's a real easy read for that Ivysaur. Taking that stock, probably a little faster than last game, but I
Yeah.
mean more symptomatic of the stage than anything. And
And
now
just if anyone forgot about Ivysaur down air, there's a reminder.
you can't be sleeping on
Yeah,
Quid like that. You
that
cannot be sleeping on Quid like that.
that move makes me want to quit the game
As
sometimes.
I was gonna say, listen, man, you just gotta remember he's only good at the start of the year after Squid Game season releases.
Yep.
That's why they call it Quid Games.
Anyways, we're
I
sending
should
in
I should
bumps.
not have been given a microphone. I should not have been let on here.
We're sending in bumps as
Yep.
Falco again.
I'm expecting the same result.
Yep. Um, I'm expecting it to be two stocks instead of well, no, he only lost one stock last time if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm predicting the exact same. I don't think it's going to be a three stock, but I think that Bumps is going to be able to run the same game plan that he did before.
Mm,
Um, just overwhelm the over on the PT. Squirtle doesn't have the same combo output as Falco and dies early.
Mhm.
The biggest challenge would be Ivysaur because Ivysaur can counter camp, and then if you're off stage, down air and
I
up
was just
air,
say Lamau. If you're off stage,
Lamau,
Lamau, like
yeah, and just yeah, overall is able to survive, but is it the biggest body in the world? And finally, Charizard, you always have to watch out for back throw, back air. Um, he missed a punish on a Flare Blitz. I would like that to change, but other than that, armor off of up B, it can be annoying,
mhm.
but this should be like also not. I don't want to say player diff, but this should be a BW win rolling on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean that's I'd say the same thing. Like it's we've seen this match before. We've played these games before. We know kind of how everything is
Yeah,
stacked up. So I would not be surprised to see the same outcome happen. I also wouldn't be surprised if Redstone is able to put up a little bit more of a fight. I mean, obviously, between games, you do this thing called adapt, hopefully.
called
Um,
learning. We're in school.
I know, right? We're in university. We're learning. Whoa. But like as I say, we're going back to PS2, so it's literally the same match as before.
Yep.
This just comes down to who.
Everyone's just having runbacks.
Yeah, this I was gonna say this literally just comes down to who knows their game plan better. Because you kind of, you can prepare for the other's game plan as much as possible, but with kind of how hard Redstone lost the last game, it's gonna
I
really
thought that
come
said
down
Paw
to.
Patrol. I'm like,
I
what?
was confused too. It's really just gonna come down to who is playing their game plan the best. Is Bumps just going to run it back on the combo heavy? Is he gonna be able to switch it up, or is Redstone really gonna try to switch it up? And we jump right into this game. Let's say straight 3v3, so it's just a we run it type of moment.
Yep, we move and we groove.
Yeah. And we're getting straight into it, and it's instantly Bumps pulling out the
Laser.
gun. Yeah. Getting put into a little bit of a Squirtle combo, but he's going to put Squirtle exactly back in it, exactly like you were talking about. Squirtle just does not compare to the combo power of Falco. Like, wow, he's able to put you in a little bit. That
Ooh, that could have been
that
scary.
could have been very dangerous here. But Bumps able to read the situation, able to recover high, able to get himself out of what could have been a very nasty point. And that Vine Whip not quite going to be enough. But the frame one swap gets him out of the combo, but keeps the percentages even.
Yep,
That
good
S
call
smash
out on
just
that up B. And now just like that,
ooh. As I say, Bumps setting himself up for a little yikes situation right there.
yeah, like he's setting himself up for Ivysaur up air. But
Yeah.
then he instead gets hit by Charizard up B.
And
Yeah, because
now-
of course that move needs to kill as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's the only way that we make Charizard a good character is by giving all of his moves the ability to kill. We also made him 7 billion pounds. But yeah, the start of the game here, Redstone able to get a little bit of a combo coming out here from the Squirtle, able to get even a little bit more percent with that down smash, but Bumps here just kind of hovering. Both sides now even in their percentage. That Fire Falco, I don't know what it's called, able to pile on a little bit more percentage. Now, up close and personal.
Yep, but that up smash kind of changing the perspective with now Redstone having the lead, but up tilt back air not going to take it.
As I say, not quite close enough to the edge.
But this mixing up the DI, but still able to survive, and then trying to call out this Charizard again. That is going to be a quick 29 down tilt or up smash will kill.
As they, that's the confirm. And now down to the last stocks here. Bumps wants to continue into the next because if it is the cloud hit very good, very good work against that cloud. We don't want to give USF. And it is going to be the swap over. Just kind of back and forth for the entire cast here. Falco Fair able to get a little bit of percentage. That's done. That might just be it.
It sure is.
It sure is.
Yep, and that was significantly closer. Kudos to Redstone for adapting. He did
Yeah,
what he had to do, and that was scarier than the first game. And the
very
first game was pretty scary.
significantly scarier, significantly closer. A lot more of that really just getting back into it.
So yeah, so then now for the Cloud, for Ghost, even if he goes Cloud, because now if Ghost is like a Roy main and he just hates playing against Falco, he's like, you know what, I could just try to take a stock and then just deal with the Falco for what, or I could just deal with the Falco for one stock and then whoever they send next, I have my main instead of my secondary.
Yep. I mean, that's kind of like, as I say, that would be kind of the way that I would think about it at least. Um, Especially if you're that co-main and you have the two separate options, flipping back and forth. Um, at the same time, I don't even know if they would want to potentially swap it up, send the hero in first, see if he can get a little bit more value.
Maybe, maybe.
Really is it really is a true toss up here as far as who they elect to send in and who they elect to really be that guy.
I think that might even be the correct play, just sending in. Never mind, they're sending in King on Roy.
Okay, so the Cloud is actually just a Cloud player.
Yep.
At least it looks like.
So yeah, Roy versus Falco is a very interesting matchup. Um, like what these bans are, Bumps really loves leaving town and city open, which to me is the biggest catch 22 you could ever do.
Yeah,
Um, or not catch 22, double-edged sword, because yes, you're Falco, that's the stage you want to go on, but have you seen Roy side B?
yeah. I was gonna say Roy just kind of murders on this stage.
Yeah,
So if they go there, it's really just going to be who gets their strong hits in first. And like
yeah,
Roy has a lot of strong hits, but he needs to get in really close, and that puts him very vulnerable if he screws up his combo route. That puts him at a very vulnerable state when you're going up against somebody like a Falco. If you're not able to get that strong hit in, you're right in the Falco's arms, and he's gonna hit you with the "I am sorry, my sweet child," and then throw you off stage with an extra 80% to boot.
yep.
So
I'm sorry, my sweet child. Down throw, forward air, drag down, up air. I've gotten hit by it one too many times. I know the routes.
yeah,
Oh,
and it is going to be it looks like a little bit of a switch up. They're going to be taking us to small battlefield here, which I mean, I would think it's a little bit more of a neutral stage compared
yep.
to something like Town and City. Town and City, you get a lot of those side kills incredibly early, incredibly fast, whereas with small battlefield, it is going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah, I do believe the most neutral stage in this game is, let's say it together, everyone, Pokemon Stadium 2. But this is also like this is a very good stage as well. Probably the second most neutral. Just dual plat. Um, Nothing too fancy. Not even the wall that PS2 has on the way bottom of the stage. Just basic scrap. It's FD with two platforms. That down air is going to take it without even needing the spike. Yep, and I think, yeah, he's putting up wilt numbers. He hasn't getting touched this stock yet. The King is just trying to figure out something right now. You just see him hopping around, just like, okay, is this the time to go in? Is this the time to go in? Not really figuring it out yet, but 97% right on him. So now Roy with Rage, if he's not careful, he could die. Not yet. Takes a laser for his troubles. Still hasn't gotten touched this stock yet. Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of confirmed, that side B into back air, really tight, or from what I understand, really tight window. but Bumps just able to do it expertly. He spends a lot of time just labbing out these combos, different routes that he could do, just trying to maximize not only the regular combo routes, but just everything else. Already 71 onto the Roy, misses the down air. 89 though, climbing, and oh, it's because he's at the magic percent. And now side B misses the back air, but that up smash is going to connect, outrange the down air, and that's going to be a 3-stock.
Sorry, gotta check.
Scott, the down air had, and it was to confirm. And now we're looking at the exact same situation as first game, and I think it's going to be the exact same situation as first game.
Yep.
Crazy concept. I don't think they're going to send Ghost in.
Yeah, crazy concept. Viridian's going to grab the headset and be like, all right, everyone, move out the way.
All right, everybody, it's my turn on the sticks. Oh, I just turned myself down.
All right,
All right,
everyone, it's
everybody,
thinking time.
it's my turn. Um,
It's time to go kaboom,
I was gonna
bang.
say it's thonkin time. Um, I mean,
He said it's hero time, then he heroed all over the place.
oh no, he didn't hero all over the
He
place.
heroed all over the place.
No.
But jokes aside,
Yeah.
what you got?
I mean, that was just like clean bumps gameplay. We literally just saw what felt like 3 minutes. Yeah, they're sending Viridian in on here.
Yep.
We literally saw what just felt like 3 minutes of, hey, here is playing Falco at a high level.
Here is a how-to guide for Falco. I will say like his combo routes are different from other Falcos that I've seen. Especially the idea of what he calls like hit falling. So he does up air and then immediately tries to land on the ground as quickly as possible to get another up air and then fast fall as quick as possible once again, which is actually I believe a rival's tech.
It might be.
Yeah. So,
I'm not sure with other plat fighters, but what I do know is whatever that man pulls out, he is doing work with it.
yep.
And I mean, like we have a high level Falco rep in this region, obviously. You know, Dr.
Yep.
Curb, second in Ohio, my guy
Let's go.
Scott kind of be doing work. Um, but the big thing with it is like they play the two of them. I feel like play kind of different play styles of Falco.
They sure
Both
do.
of them play very combo heavy routes, just because that's how you have to play Falco.
But
But
it's two completely different routes.
yeah, and it's also like what I know. I remember he was discussing with obviously our Link Sonic player also does some writing for the Luminosity top 50s. So he gets contracted by them to put some of his own work in.
What a
And
call out, by the way.
do some of that. Yeah, really great call out there. But he was talking with Bubbles about this, and like all of the top Falco reps play very distinctly different brands of Falco. It's obviously all Falco, but it's very distinctly like, hey, this guy will play Falco this way, and this guy will play Falco this way, and you can tell the difference. And so you see exactly Bumps' brand of Falco is that kills apparently.
Like that just
I looked away for like a second and I saw the reflector come out and I was like, oh, it's okay. He's got this. And then he died.
yeah, we take those.
Yes, we do.
So already Bump's doing better than how he did the first time. After doing worse against the PT, in exchange doing better against everyone else.
Yep. He's given himself less to work with, which I think is almost causing him to do better. Which
Yep,
that
PS2
seals the
moment.
stock. It's another gimp.
And now only one more stock to take.
The bounce now up for Viridian now could make this a very interesting gameplay as Bumps doesn't have his favorite zoning tool of let me pull a gun out and shoot at you. But he is still gonna be looks like gonna be able to hold him at least out a little bit. Bumps sitting at that 145, really any straight hit here could spell his demise. But
Yep, especially from Hero, just like that one, and that's gonna take it.
That one just kind of taking the stock. But I mean, Bumps getting 2 there is insane.
Yeah, Bumps did his job.
He did well beyond his job. Because now you could send in Yare Yare, who took 2 last time.
Yep.
You could send in Eloquence, who took the 1 last time. Or you could really send in whoever you want, man. That
Yeah, really.
Viridian has 1 stock left. And, like, yes, Hero is a very potent character. And if you are going to be If one person is significantly better than the other, it is just going to be a wash. That is just kind of how it works. We kind of saw that with the Bumps King set.
Yep. This is when we put in the Super Mario and just watch what he do.
This is when we put in the Super Mario and
The Super
pray
Mario
to God
Super
they leave a
Show.
triplat open.
Yep.
Yeah.
In which, knowing them, they probably won't. But anyways, yeah, kind of just like what you're hinting at. No matter who they send right now, even if they were to send out Super Mario, I think this is probably going to be a wrap. Um, Lucky Lewis, both of his characters. I
Should
mean,
do good into this.
I'm like, I don't know how the hero Sephiroth goes. I think that's just like pretty bad for Sephiroth, but Greninja hero, pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say Greninja has those ranging tools and he really has the ability to stuff people out. So the main thing that we're gonna be looking at is really just who is, bringing it more.
It's the Super Mario Super Show,
Oh
everybody.
my
Hold
God!
everything.
He's out! He's coming out!
He's going to have gameplay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to do the Mario and we're going to swing our
Come on.
forward air from side to side.
Come on, it's time.
To go
Everybody,
do the
Mario.
Mario. Take an
Uh,
F smash and then again, it's do the Mario
we
all
need him.
together now.
We need him to be stepping back like 23. I will not finish that statement,
I
but if
don't
you were
want-
here, you know.
And if
This
you-
guy knows.
And if you weren't here, you should watch the stream of BW versus Manchester 5.
Manchester 5.
Yep, their Nace that happened on Thursday.
It was certainly. Oh man.
Yeah, they banned Battlefield.
They took out the triplat. What?
Oh no, they got rid of Super Mario's best stage.
They got rid of the best stage for the Mario? Who could have seen
Who
this
would-
coming?
Who would have known?
Anyway, real fast, professional opinion.
Yes.
Mario Hero.
Should be absolutely. I was going to say should be absolutely abysmal for Hero, but that's if Hero only relies on spells. Because at the end of the day, this is still a sortie.
Yeah.
I think this is an even matchup. Mario can camp out Hero with Fireball. But from what we've seen with Viridian, he can just kind of here I'm
Say
crouching.
nah.
Yeah. And Mario's combo game is kind of like Falco's. And he doesn't need a throw that relies on a projectile either. So bounce is less affected by that. But with every matchup, Hero can get Psych Up Oomph and then
Just kind of murder
yeah, kind of say fine, I'll do it myself, and then Thanos snaps the stock away.
you. Yeah. And as we jump into this matchup, I think the main thing is just going to be how does each player kind of play off their openings. Like
Yep.
Super Mario, obviously, like he has a very potent combo game, but it really depends on is he able to get in,
Yep.
get the up tilts, the up airs, the ladders, and everything. Is he actually able to
Yeah,
bring that?
in which without the triplat, I still think he should be able to. Mario is a great character, and he's at 26.
I mean, he got hit by a boom.
Yeah, he almost took more damage from the big fireball, but up smash up B, yep, that is a true combo, and I bet you've never seen any other Mario do it like the
I
Super Mario
hate-
Super Show
I hate the
76,
fact that
just like
that's-
this.
I hate the fact that that's actually a combo.
Yep.
Up smash to up B. Why? Who thought that was a good idea?
The Super Mario did. He's going to look for the fair? No, he tried to cape it.
Not quite. I was gonna say he's gonna be playing this actually like incredibly. He's gonna be playing this not necessarily incredibly passively, but he's going to be playing it incredibly smart. Not really going for any of the extra nonsense that you can see like a Mario going for those very big offstage type of confirmed. Seeing that out here has it back on stage.
Yeah, already 126 by Super Mario as well. He has taken 111 by himself, and now he has no double jump, but still able to survive. And he's just letting these rip.
He really is just going
He
for
wants
it.
the stock and he wants it now, and he's making it obvious.
Yep. I was gonna say he has put the hero in a very precarious situation. Very low mana here. He will get taken out, but a lot of this might come down to how fast he's able to get out. The first heal for that hero coming out brings it back to the 120, but the 130
The
still on
snipe!
stage
The snipe takes it!
is enough.
What a stock! The Super Mario Super Show ends with a fireball snipe.
It ends from downtown.
Bang! Bang! And yeah, that is now going to make BW.
It's not even the right character, but all I can
Yeah.
think of, I think it's the Hornets collar. Just
Yeah.
just
Oh,
that he pulls up
Terry,
from three.
two beauties.
I was thinking of the very different, and that's a bomb. I don't know if that's I thought that was the Hornets caster. It might have been
It
somebody
might
else.
be.
But no, that's the game there, and I mean that's kind of exactly what we were talking about in the like the pregame when we talk about this matchup. It's very potent for both characters. You see a lot of that coming out. Super Mario able to pile on that damage incredibly fast because he was given the openings that he needed, and he took exact um, advantage of everything that was pulled out. But we also saw the exact same thing coming from the hero, able to pile on the damage, able to get some of the spells out. But in the end, just wasn't enough.
Yep.
And the Super Mario Super Show was enough
This
to pull it through.
the Super Mario Super Show was able to close it out just like you said, and that is going to wrap up our
That's the
games
game.
today. And but that doesn't mean there's not going to be more content today
Yeah.
because
Overwatch may not be happening, but we got something cool going on.
yep,
We got
we
something
have
big.
Stinger Smackdown.
It's finally happening.
Yep, part one. So this is the grand opening of Stinger Smackdown BW's local tournament, and we will be having a couple of games on the mainstream.
Yep, I was gonna say. I think right now we're sitting at about 16 entrants, which means that we are not only well, this tournament actually covers a lot because so it's Summit eligible,
Yep.
but it's also Ohio, or Neo and Ohio PR eligible.
Dang, maybe I
So
should enter. But
maybe I,
anyways,
maybe I should try to get it,
kaboom.
but no. Yeah, so we'll have that starting. Those games are going to be starting around 5 p.m. We'll have the mainstream running up here. It'll be mostly this guy on broadcast. I think I'll step in for comms here and there, but I'm going to be helping run this whole junk. Um, we'll
Yeah.
probably get some co-casters with this guy here, bringing out bringing out whatever it may be. But thank you all for tuning in on this relatively short day of matches, but they were eventful.
Yep, they were definitely eventful. There was definitely surprises. It was definitely BW
It
Esports.
was BW Esports. We're always entertaining, and sometimes we gotta make it a little bit close just for the content.
Yeah, but other than that, we will see you later tonight.
Yeah, as I say, in just about 5.5 hours here, games should be starting. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see ya later.